So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this lecture. This is lecture number 7, and we are dealing with connected bodies. We have dealt with some sort of combination in the previous class, and I think the last question that we were doing was a question of Axworth machine. Yes or no? And we had seen how to solve this question. Do you remember this? I told you that we can do it directly. If I find out the value of F net and divide it by the total mass. Do you remember it? Yes or no? Am I audible and visible to all of you? Do we remember it? How I solved it? Okay, that was a shortcut. I mean, if you wanted, you could have done it in the original way. How do you do it in the original way? You draw the free body diagrams. TT, this block is moving down with an acceleration A. I've assumed that M2 is greater than M1. This block is moving up with an acceleration A. You can write the equation for this green block. What will be the equation for this green block? It is moving downward is M2G minus T is equal to M2 into A, equation number 1. You could have made the equation of this pink block. For this pink block, it is going up. Upward force is T, downward force is M1G. You can write the equation for this upward blocks T minus M1G is equal to M1 into A. You can call this equation as equation number 1. You can call this equation as equation number 2. If you add both of the equation, you will get the value of A, M2G minus M1G or M2 minus M1 G divided by M1 plus M2. Do we understand this? Once you get the value of A, you can put the value of A here in this equation, or you can put the value of A here in this equation, and you will get the value of T. Can anyone tell me what is the value of T? What is the value of T? No one got it?
2m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2 g.
I think it will be 2 times M1 M2 upon M1 plus M2 multiplied by G. Is that what you are saying? So that is the value of T. So remember, if you draw the free body diagram, draw the forces, write the equation, you are definitely going to solve the question. It may take you more time to do that. If you understand the concept, probably you can get the answer quickly using this shortcut thing that I have told you. Now, since you know, you can move on to the next question or the next diagram. And the next diagram is like this. Now here it is given that M2 plus M3, this side is going down. That means M2 plus M3 would be more than M1. Now, as you can see here, there are 2 strings. In fact, there are 3 strings that you can see. Can you see the 3 strings? This is string number 1. In between, it is string number 2. And on the top, it is string number 3. So basically what they are going to ask you is the tension in all the strings, T1, T2, and T3. And the next thing is what is the value of the acceleration A. So I'll give you 2 minutes. I know that you can do this. 2 minutes, do it and give me the answer. Do we have the answer for this one? Okay, I'll give you time.
A is equals to
Yes,
A is equals to minus M2 plus M2 plus M3 by M1 plus M2 by M3 into G multiplied by G.
I did not get what you said. I just heard divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. What is in the numerator?
Is equals to minus M1 plus M2 plus M3 into G by M1 plus M2 plus M3.
Okay, that looks good. Now, how are you supposed to do this? If I draw the original diagram would look like this. Let me draw the free body diagram. This would be M3G and this is T2. If I call this as the pink block, this is the diagram of the pink block. And this pink block is going downwards. So I can write the equation of this pink block. M3G downwards minus T2 is equal to M3 into A. All of us understand this? Okay. Now let me call this as the green block. If I draw the free body diagram of this green block, its weight would be downwards, M2G. Tension T2 is already downwards, T1 is upwards. This becomes the free body diagram of this block number 2. It is going downwards, remember. So what is the equation? M2G is downwards plus T2. It is also downwards. The string is pulling it. Minus T1 will be equal to M2 into A. Everyone understands this? Just writing the equation. Let me write the equation of the blue block. For the blue block, M1G is downwards, but this blue block is moving upwards with an acceleration A. This is the free body diagram of this blue block. What will be the equation for this blue block? It's moving upwards. So upwards is T1 minus M1G. That will be equal to M1A. Now you just need to add up all these three equations. As soon as you add up all these three equations, you get the value of A. And what is the value of A that you are going to get? M2 plus M3 minus M1 divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3, the entire thing multiplied by G. Everyone understands this? Yes or no? Now you did not have to do so much. You could have done it in a very simple way. How you could have done this? Everything is moving with the same acceleration. What you could have done is you could have taken this entire thing as one system. This one system is going down and the other system is going up. Yes or no? So the force which is trying to pull this thing downwards is M2 plus M3 into G. The force which is trying to pull it downwards from this side is M1 into G. I could have straight away found out acceleration as the net force which is trying to move it divided by the total mass. Yes or no? The net force which is trying to pull it down is M2 plus M3 from one side minus M1 from the other side. This entire thing multiplied by G. divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3. So you could have got this without doing all this. As soon as you get the value of A, the easiest way is put the value of A here and you will get the value of T1. Put the value of A here. Oops, I put it in the place of T2. Put the value of A here and you will get the value of T2. So once you get the value of A, which is easy to remember, you can find out the value of T1 and T2. I can also give you the formula of T1 and T2, but that will not make any sense because it's very difficult to understand it or remember it. Do we understand this? Okay. Let's see if you can solve a question based on this. So I'll give you a small question, a simple one. This is a pulley. This is a block of 6 kg. This is a block of 3 kg. And this is a block of 2 kg. Can you tell me the acceleration of this system and tension? Let us only find the tension in the strings. You to tell me the tension in all the strings. This tension is T1. The tension in this string is T2. And tension in this string is T3. So you to tell me all the tensions. I'll give you 2 minutes to do this. Yes, anyone got any answer? Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute. Okay, so tell me, how is this system going to move? Which side? Yes, how is the system going to move? Which block is going to move where? Yes. No one knows?
6.
Yes. Say.
6 towards 6.
Not towards it. 6
Downwards.
block is going to move up, move down, and both of these blocks are going to move up. Yes or no? Now, without writing all those equations, I can straight away write the value of A. What will be the value of A? Can I write the value of A straight away?
G by 11.
G is 10.
7.
What is the value of A? So the force which is trying to pull it from the left is 60 Newton downwards. The force which is trying to pull it from the right is 10 Newton downwards. So the net force is 10. Yes or no? 60 minus 50. We understand this? Divided by the total mass is 11. So I can straight away write the acceleration is going to be 10 by 11 meter per second square. Anyone understands this? Boys, do we understand this? Now to find out the value of tension, let us just write the equation for this block, the pink block, so that I can get the value of T1. What is the equation of the pink block? What is the equation of the pink block? It is moving downwards, remember? So 60 minus T1 will be equal to 6 into A. A is 10 by 11. So straight away, I will get the value of T1. Do we understand this from this equation? To get the value of T2, I don't have to write the equation of 3. I can just write the equation of block number 2. T2 is upwards, acceleration is downwards. At the same time, its weight 20 newtons is downwards. This block is going to move upwards. What is the equation going to be? Upwards minus downwards. Upwards is T2 minus downwards is 20. That must be equal to 2 into A. A is 10 by 11. As soon as I write this equation, I can get the value of T2 from here. Do you understand this? So once you get the value of this acceleration, rest everything is simple. Anyone has any doubts in this? How I've done this? Shall we move ahead? Yes or no? Okay. That takes me to the next type of problem.
Start T3.
Oh, yes. T3, sorry, I forgot T3. How do I get the value of T3?
T1 plus T1.
Yes, T3 is T1 plus T1. You look at this equation of the pulley. Remember this pulley is massless. This pulley is massless. So if I write the equation of this pulley, the pulley is massless. The upward force must be equal to the downward force. Therefore, I will get T3 as T1 plus T1, or it will be equal to 2 times T1. Once I get the value of T1, I can write the value of T3. Anyone understands this? Okay, well done. Sorry, I forgot it. Shall we move on to the next question now? Huh? This is the next question now. Scenario has changed a bit, but I think you will be able to understand. Now I have two blocks, one hanging and one kept on ground. Now, The block which is kept on ground has a mass of m1. The block which is hanging has a mass of m2. Can you tell me how is the system going to move?
Onwards.
It can only move downwards. We understand this? Find out the acceleration of the block. And I can also ask you what is the force on the pulley applied by the strings. Sometimes they might ask you this. So what is the force on the pulley applied by the strings? You have 2 minutes to get the answer and stay happy. Yes, anyone has any answer? Two minutes are still there. So tough. Let me do it for you. First of all, I'll draw the free body diagrams. This will be M2G downwards, T is upwards. For the pulley, this is T and this is T. For this block, this is M1G and this is normal reaction N1. Let us see the pink block. The pink block is not going to move dhar 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 dhar. So I can say that this N1 will be equal to M1G. Do we understand this? We do not need this equation right now, but this is the equation that I have. Now look at the other equation, the pink equation. Tension is T is here, and we know that this block is going to move here with an acceleration A. Yes or no? So what is the pink equation of this block? What is the equation of this block? Forward is T, behind there is nothing. So this will be equal to M1 into A. That is the equation of this block. Let me write it as equation number 1. Let me move on to the green block. Green block is M2. T is upwards. M2G is downwards. And acceleration is downwards. What is the green equation?
M2G minus T is equal to M2A.
M2G minus T is equal to M2A. How are you going to solve this? Simple tarika, simple method. Join the two equation, add the two equation, and you will get the value of A. So what is the value of A that you are going to get?
M2G by M plus M2.
You are going to get the value of A as M2G upon M1 plus M2. Actually, you did not need to do all of this. If you had applied some common sense, you could have written this answer straight away. Yes or no?
Yes,
The
sir.
only force which is trying to pull it downwards, the only force which is trying to pull it downwards is M2G. Go back to the problem on pulley. Downward force is only on one side. There is no force on the other side. So net force is M2G. M2G divided by M1 plus M2 becomes your acceleration. As soon as you get the value of your acceleration, you can put the value of acceleration here, and straight away you will get the value of T. Yes or no? Now, the only thing that remains is to find out the value of force on the pulley. Anyone got that answer? Force on the pulley. Anyone knows how to get the force on the pulley? Anyone knows how to get the force on the pulley? We have already calculated tension of the pulley, yes or no? And I'm showing you this big diagram of pulley. Everyone knows the value of this tension and the value of this tension, yes or no? Now if I draw pulley as a dot, it has two forces acting on it, T on this side and T on the downward side. The angle between these forces is 90 degrees. So I can find the force on the pulley. It will be under root of T square plus T square plus 2 times T into cos of 90. Do we understand? I have put the equation for two vectors inclined at an angle of 90 degrees. Do we understand this? So the answer will be root 2 times T. That will be the force applied by the string on the pulley. Do we understand this, or this has gone above our head saying bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, I'm going, bye bye. Bye bye? Okay, not bye bye. Anyone understand this? So if you understand simple things, questions are going to be very simple, and you can do them very simply. Let us do this question now. Now I have three blocks. Now I have three blocks, M1, M2, and M, connected to each other. Now, tell me, where is this system going to move? On what factor does it depend on where the system is going to move?
M1.
No, on what factor is it depend on? If I say that M1 is greater than M2, then how will the system move? If I say M2 is greater than M1, then how will the system move? Yes. If M1 is greater than M2, then the M1 block will go down and M2 block will come up. Yes or no? I hope you understand this. So this is the condition which is given here in this diagram. M1 is greater than M2. Do we understand this? You have 2 minutes to solve and give me the answer. Yes. Anyone with an answer? Do we have an answer? I think if you draw the free body diagram, it will look like this. This is M1G. Tension is different because there are two strings. Do we see this? Yes or no? This is M2G. This block is going to move here. I can write the pink equation of this block. How does the pink equation look like? This block is going down. M1G minus T1 is equal to M1 into okay. So how does the pink equation look like? M1G minus T1 is equal to M1A. Everyone understands this? And I'll move on to this green block. T2 is upwards, acceleration is upwards, M2G is upwards. So how does this equation look like? T2 minus M2G is equal to M2 into A. Then I move to this blue block. T1 is here, T2 is here. This block is moving here. How does the blue equation look like? T1 minus T2 is equal to capital M into A. Yes or no? And I can also write this equation that this will be mg and this would be n. The yellow equation, we don't need this yellow equation right now. Everyone understands this? You can add up all the three equations and you will get the value of A. A will be m1, here is more, m1 minus m2 into g divided by m1 plus m2. But if you look closely, plus m. If you look closely, you could have done before. You could have done without writing all this equation. You could have seen that the pulling force is m1g on one side and m2g on one side. M1g is more, so the net pulling force becomes m1 minus m2 into g divided by the total mass m1 plus m2 plus capital M, and you could have got the answer straight away without doing all this. Do we understand this? It has gone above that saying bye bye. Okay. What next? This one. Now, in the diagram, it is already given where is the system moving. Where is the system moving? The system is moving. M2 is going down with an acceleration A. If this is given to you, can you tell me what is the value of this A? I'm not able to hear what you said, but I hope that it would be correct. Yes, what is the answer for this one? Again, anyone has done this? Yes or no? I could have drawn the free body diagram, M2G. This would be N1. This would be M1G. I've drawn it bigger so that I can draw it here. This would be M1G sine theta. This could be M1G cos theta. Then this is the green block. M2G is here, A is here, T is here. I could write the green equation. The green equation would be M2G minus T will be equal to M2A. For this pink block, I could have written this pink equation. This pink block is, oh, this pink block is moving up. Sorry. This pink block is moving up. The acceleration is up. So the pink equation, oops, wrong color. Wrong color. So the pink equation would be T minus M1G sine theta is equal to M1A. Then if required, which is not required here, I could also write the blue equation. N1 is M1G sine theta. That is not required at this point in time. I could have added this and got the value of acceleration. Acceleration in this case will come as M2 minus M1 sine theta multiplied by G divided by M1 plus M2. But you can understand that I don't have to do all this. I can straight away write the answer without doing all this. Do you understand this? Yes or no? M2G is pulling from here. M1G sine theta is pulling from here. I just have to find out which is more. Whatever is more, it will move on that side. You have to find out the net force, get the answer, and stay happy. Do we understand this? Everyone is able to understand what we are doing here? So then solve this question. Let us say this is 6 kg and let us say this is 10 kg. Find out the acceleration of this system. You have to also tell me first in which direction is the system going to move. Will the 10 kg block move downwards? 10 kg more, or the 6 kg block move downwards?
kg.
Which one?
kg.
10 kg? No. 6 kg. The 6 kg block will move downwards. We understand this? Do it fast so that I can do one more question before winding down this class.
Sir.
Got the answer, everyone? What is the answer? Acceleration.
Sir.
Yes.
How M2 could balance?
I'm not able to hear you. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with your mic. Can anyone else tell me the answer? Whose voice I can hear? So basically, you can see here that this is 60 Newton, which is trying to pull it here. And I'm not going to draw. I'm just going to draw this. How much is this force which is trying to pull it here? Oh, theta is not given. Let me call theta as 30 degrees. Sorry, theta was not given. 30 degrees theta. Okay. So if I given theta as 30 degrees, the force which is trying to pull it down here is 50 newtons. Yes or no? So you can find out the acceleration of this block. 60 here, 50 here. So the net force becomes 10 divided by the total mass of the block is 16. So the acceleration simply becomes 10 by 16. Do we understand this? Shall I move on to the next question? Again, this is a very simple question. Might look complicated, but it is quite simple. The system is like this. In this case, The system can only move in one direction. Do we understand this? This M1 block has to move downwards. Can you tell me what is the acceleration of this block? Everyone understand this? No? Previous question, everyone understood? Boys? This one, do it fast. Let's see who gives me the answer first. Mic is not working, I understand this, but can't do anything with the mic. Mic or no mic? The question remains same. Yes, do we have the answer? Anyone have the answer? Shall I solve it? Okay, I will start with the free body diagram. This is M2G, this is N2. The yellow equation becomes N2 is equal to M2G. No one is concerned. Let us write the tension T. Call this block as blue block. This blue block is supposed to move this side. Yes or no? So I can write the equation of this blue block, this pink equation. And what is this pink equation? This T will be equal to M2A. Everyone understands this? Then I can move on to this green block. Let me draw the free body diagram. This is M1G. This will become M1G cos theta. This will become N1. I can write this equation. N1 is equal to M1G cos theta. It is of no use right now. This component will become M1G sin theta. Now I can write the green equation. M1G sin theta is downwards, T is upwards, and the acceleration is downwards. Do we understand this? Acceleration is same and it is downwards. So what is the green equation? The green equation is M1G sin theta minus T, sorry, it is equal to M1A. What we got to do now is simply add these two equations and we will get our answer. M1G sin theta upon M1 plus M2 is going to be your A. You don't have to do all this. You don't have to write all this equation. You could have done this answer question straight away. You could have seen that the force which is pulling is m1g sine theta. Did you see it? On the other side, there is no force. So the total pulling force is m1g sine theta divided by the total mass, and you could have got the answer straight away. Do we understand how I've done this? I've already sent you the sheet. That sheet will have more questions. Solve them and you will see this pattern everywhere. Solve it, get your answers and stay happy. Remember, you can find out the acceleration like this, but for tension, depending on different cases, tension would come different, and therefore you have to make the equation in any case and put the value of A from here to the next equation to get the value of T. Do we understand this? So I cannot give you a general equation of T, but I have made you understand how to find out A. In the next class, we will go ahead and see how we can get different questions in this. These are all same questions. The diagrams are just different, nothing else. So I'll see you in the next class. Take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Solve the questions in the sheet.